here we go. This is a week 8 and week 9 update. I just took my proctored ATI yesterday, and I got 78.3%, which is a level 3, so that's the highest you can get. So I'm on track to pass the NCLEX. So with ATI, they are like an NCLEX predictor, and if you score level 3s, you do good. You have like a 99% pass or something, some high percentage pass rate of the NCLEX. So they can track you throughout your semester. So this is my first ATI practice or proctor test. I did good. So I'm thinking right. I'm thinking on the right direction. I'm on the right path. I have the right knowledge base. So that's good. And maybe I can make more videos about that kind of stuff. But I just took another test. So week 8 was great. Week 9 was great. This is week 9. Tomorrow is my preclinical. And then Friday's the clinical. It's my last clinical before spring break. So I get a week off by week next week. So other than that, you know, I passed my week 8 class, passed my week 9 class. You know, my teacher's a pretty big stickler, and she's pushing me pretty hard, so I like that. It's really good. But she also, like, you know, makes sure my clinical paperwork is really good. My care plan is solid. So I actually asked her if I could send it to her a day early and have her critique it and then send it back to me so that I can do it right for when I do turn it in, and she was okay with that. And so I scanned it to her like the day before I was turning it in. She gave me a list of things I needed to improve on, so I redid everything, and I turned it in today. So we'll see if it comes back. So tomorrow is my preclinical. Everything's good. Yesterday I had a pretty gnarly patient. This was at work, you know. But, you know, I won't discuss any specifics, but I will talk about a medication, if you're unaware of this one. Lactulose. I had a lactulose party yesterday. So what lactulose does is patients who have high ammonia levels in their bloodstream, they get confused, they get sick, they get weak, you know. So lactulose pulls all the ammonia from the bloodstream, puts it in the GI tract, and it comes out as explosive diarrhea. So I had a little explosive diarrhea game with a patient who was totally, you know, weak and fall risk and stuff. So when you do that, you have to deal with a lot of, that's like a gnarly detox right there. So if you don't know what lactulose does, it works really well. When, you know, give it 30 minutes to an hour, and all of a sudden your patient's going to be going like crazy. So little lactulose medication there. I don't have the dosage range for you guys, but, you know, you probably have to just look that up, check it out. But I know it's, you know, you drink it usually. From what I understand, you drink it and it goes into the stomach, and that activates, you know, the gut mucosa to transport ammonia into the GI tract. And then you have, I think it also works as a laxative. So not only is it pulling that stuff, it's also increasing gut motility, you know, boom, 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 working that thing, getting it out. So it makes you work pretty hard, makes you go to the bathroom a lot. So yeah, that's how it went. So it was a great learning experience for me. It was hard because I was on a one-to-one with somebody dealing with that. So, you know, that's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. So I'm not going to disclose any patient information, not disclosing any HIPAA stuff, staying clear from that. But other than that, I learned a lot. I learned what to expect, you know, when you give a patient lactulose. What are the indications for giving lactulose? What are the contraindications for? So what would be a contraindication for giving lactulose? Well, a bowel obstruction would definitely be contraindication. Maybe, you know, I'm thinking like fluid volume deficit would be a problem too, potentially, because if you're increasing gut motility and you have fluid coming out, you don't have enough fluid coming back in, you're at risk for electrolyte imbalance, you're at risk for fluid shifts, fluid imbalance. So, you know, those are two big things to be aware of if you have a confused patient because of the ammonia levels, and then you start giving laxative, and now they're losing more fluid and they're already dehydrated. You might have, you know, all kinds of problems. So definitely want to look at your labs, or if you don't have labs, get labs on that guy. because, or girl, because they can move quite quickly if you have a ton of bowel movements. If you have 30 or 40, 50 bowel movements within 2 or 3 hours, you're going to see fluid shifts, you're going to see electrolyte changes, and that could manifest in altered level of consciousness, that can manifest in tele changes, heartbeat changes, it can manifest in weakness, all kinds of stuff can happen when you start causing, changes in from one status to the next, going from no gut motility and confused to boom, working it out, getting it out. So I don't know, that's what I got today. I wasn't able to make a video week 8 because life got super crazy. It's nuts. So I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna keep trying to do this. It's really hard, but I think it's gonna be good for me being able to look back on this, because it'll show me where my brain was at the time, and I'll be able to see how I developed. So that's really cool. If you have any questions, hey, shoot me a comment. If you have any thoughts, shoot me a comment. Give me something. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Talk to me. All right, that's it I got. Have a good one.